arrest warrant related to the death of Shanquella Robinson. She's the Charlotte woman who died on a trip to Cabo. Her mysterious death sparking international interest and calls for justice. Word of this development coming from two Mexican news outlets, NBCS Noticias, citing the Attorney General in Baja California Sur as the source here. The AG also saying the extradition process has already started. The FBI's Charlotte field office.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, my teetoters. How are you guys doing this beautiful, cold, cloudy morning? But nevertheless, it's a great morning. Before we get started, remember, all things on this channel is alleged. In my opinion, it is for learning, it is for teaching, it is for entertainment when entertainment applies. So you guys, I was just wanting to address the few comments that was in my comment section about, me saying that Carlos should have been inspired by Mel as well as Kimmy. I am going to clarify that. When Carlos and Mel sat on that stage in Martel, Carlos saw a woman that started from nothing because the man that he praised, he treated the man as if the man was the victim. My number one thing I was trying to make a point to, divorce does not equal cancer. Let's make that clear. But divorce came first before the cancer. And this woman right here, Melody Shari, has went through hell, to parts of hell and back. And so if anything, I'm not excusing Kimmy, but if Carlos had to recognize a strength in a black woman and what Mel went through, then that should have changed his perspective then, right? He would have made a lot of changes in this show. And then none of this mess that's going on now would have occurred. So when Kimmy's diagnoses came up, he would have had more respect for Kimmy, to not let her work as hard, to not be as hard on her in production. She is going through a change of life. He should not have waited to now and let Kimmy's diagnoses and diagnosis change his perspective. His perspective should have changed when he saw what Mel went through. But yet instead he praised Martel as if he was the victim and Mel was the abuser. Let's be clear. The roles are different. Okay? And I just wanted to make that clear to you guys. What I am saying, this woman right here could not get her kids clothing. He locked her out the house. He put her through hell physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. He put her through it. He did not give her anything. He went and spent his money on a side chick. Now it's converted to a side walk, because all he do is walk all over that piece of side chick, okay? So my number one thing is, if Carlos didn't learn then, what make y'all think that man gonna learn now? Okay? Just because he saw Kimmy working hard and she has a cancer, which she shouldn't have had to do that, because he should have recognized strength in Melody when this happened. That way, when Kimmy came up with her diagnosis, he would have had a softer heart. He would have said, look, y'all, we can't go this. We can't go back and forth. I am going to stop making excuses, and I'm tired of people making excuses for Carlos King, because there is no excuse. None whatsoever. Carlos King should have recognized strength in that black woman from day one. When a woman that is not that man's wife calls her house, disrespects her home, her children, her mother, every single bit of her being. She went to her as a woman to say, please leave my husband alone. This immature sidewalk still came and disrespected this woman. And you asked her, was she enough? Man, you ought to be ashamed. Look at Marceau. He knows she's enough. He even said in this season 2, how could you cheat on Mel? Mel of all women. Because he knew then that Mel was a great woman. A woman that he admired, whether he wanted to admit it or not. A woman that that he looks for in Tisha, and it's not there. So if anything, Carlos should have learned from that reunion what a strong woman was. And then when Kimmy came up with her diagnoses, guess what? He would have embraced her with that loving kindness because he would have known what she was going through. But no, you have to wait to now to get a change of heart. No, I'm sorry, Carlos, you don't get off that easy. You just don't get off that easy, because this is a bunch of BS that you're trying to smooth over with the audience. And this show is a mess. And coming from where it began to now, I just don't even know how it got there, because I do know how it got there because of production, because of the editing, because of the producer not addressing sensitive subjects when it needed to be addressed. You sat there, you let the show go down, and now you want to blame everybody except Carlos. Carlos, you're the reason. You're the reason, okay? Martel is out of hand. You need to check him, let him know who you are as a producer, and that you hold his future in his hand. Because without that show, guess what? Martel Holt is nobody, okay? He was nobody. And if it wasn't for Mel, nobody even would have known who he was, okay? So let's be clear. I'm not for dismissing Kimmy's diagnosis. I was merely making an analytic comparison. So please, you guys, y'all think these things through before you come down in my comment. I'm being nice. All us going through things right now. Okay, so anyway, you guys, I will be back later with a live. I think I'm going to do a live around 3, okay? No, it'll be around 7 tonight, because I have something to do at 4 o'clock. And I should be done around 6:30. You guys, thank you for tuning in. God bless you. Remember the Cash App, $Teresa Lindsay 12. See ya, Teresa Lindsay 12. Whatever I get in my Cash App goes straight to my daughter's living funds. As I said before, I think she's going to try to move back home, and it'll be a lot easier for her. But until then, let's keep her in prayer. Let's keep her lifted up, and me as well. Welcome, new subscribers. Welcome. Bye.